Today, we made it official. Yes, it's finally official. In the Premier League, 3-5-2 does not work. It never has done in the past. A few teams tried it recently. Man United have done it this season. 3-5-2 does not work, and it was confirmed today. Thanks to Louis Van Gaal. What's going on, YouTube? Curtis7 here. Doing the review for United defeating QPR at Loftus Road 2-0. Now, this game was one of the worst games I've seen Manchester United play in many recent years. And that's up there with, Moyes' games last season. It was horrible. Even the second half as well wasn't the best, but we got the job done, and that's the most important thing. But let's just touch on that first half. That first 45 minutes was one of the worst 45 minutes of football I have ever seen. I'm talking it's up there with, relegation battlers, and just, it was a scrap. It was terrible. Manchester United, we just gave the ball away way too easy, way too many times. And not just, out of defense. I'm talking about Wayne Rooney in the midfield. My word, the guy couldn't pass 10 meters today. He had an absolute shocker. Juan Mata, for me, was just, again, away. He just can't seem to do it. I don't know what it is about him. He just can't seem to do it away. I think it's got to do with his size, because we've seen in the second half when Fellaini came on what an impact he had. But, I don't know, it just seems Juan Mata just can't do it away from home, which is a bit concerning, but maybe that's something Jose Mourinho knew that we didn't. But anyways, that first half, lads, Radamel Falcao had a beautiful chance in that first half. Got played in, and I tell you what, he just hit it straight at Rob Green. And I tell you what, Radamel Falcao today was just not his day at all. So unfortunately, the lad tried. He tried and tried, and I felt as the game went on, he got into it. And by the end of it, even though he didn't score, by the end of the game, Radamel Falcao was getting into the game. But anyways, that first half, Rob Green, what a save. De Gea, mate, what an unbelievable save he made. Charlie Austin, that ball was bouncing on a half volley, and he's just cracked it from about 35 yards out, and De Gea's just pushed it. Oh, mate, my word. But anyways, that first half, I just want to delete that from my brain. That was terrible. Louis Van Gaal knew that. He took off Juan Mata at halftime, bring on Marouane Fellaini. Still sticking to this 3-5-2 formation. And we were still, it was a bit meh. But lads, it all was changed in a second. In a second. Louis Van Gaal thought, you know what, maybe I'll just switch up to 4 at the back. We'll see how we go. The second he bring on James Wilson, took off Johnny Evans, who was ordinary today. Switched up to 4 at the back, played Wilson on top with Falcao. Boom. I'm talking within seconds, not minutes, seconds, we scored a goal. Valencia down the wing, cut it back to Fellaini, fresh off the bench. Boom, took a touch, top corner, 1-0. Seconds within switching formations to a 4-4-2. Oh, mate, it was so relieving to see us play 4-4-2, and it was so funny how we scored straight away as soon as we had that extra man in midfield. And but in saying that, lads, we don't do ourselves any favours. We had pressure coming on us. We just dropped deeper and deeper and deeper. But you know what? No disrespect to Queen's Park Rangers fans, but they're gonna struggle to stay up. They're gonna, because any other side would have put us away today. We dropped deeper, inviting you guys for chances, but as much as we were struggling to get a few passes together, Queen's Park Rangers were absolutely bang average, and any other team would have put us away today. But unfortunately, Harry Redknapp's got himself in a bit of a pickle. Anyways, we seem to get in and out the game after the first goal. Anyways, towards the end of the end of the game, lads, I think it was Di Maria the Daily Blind actually played a beautiful ball to James Wilson. Radamel Falcao's there, he's gonna get his goal, and I thought to myself when I seen this live, no way, he has just missed the world's easiest goal of all time. But taking a look at the replay, Steven Corker got a toe, and I mean like a toe nail onto this, and it just got it past Falcao. What an interception. What a pit. Man, that's a great piece of defending there. And it denied Falcao because he was definitely going to score that. And so, just like I was saying, it just wasn't Radamel Falcao's day. He kept trying, he worked hard. That's something that he does a lot better than Robert Van Persie. He works a lot harder off the ball, which is good to see. But anyways, James Wilson using that pace in the second half. Had a shot with against another player having a shot and went directly straight at Rob Green. He saved it, but unfortunately, Kane's back to James Wilson, who buried it. 2-0. Points in the bag. He could have cut it back to Falcao, but like I said, you know, James Wilson at the end of the day is a striker. Strikers are goal hungry. They thrive off goals. And I tell you what, I would have had a shot too. So you can't deny him for, you know, not giving it to Radamel Falcao. But anyways, lads, more importantly, we got the 3 points. That was the main thing. And we finally win away from home, which is like the first time in weeks we've done that. 4-4-2 for me, lads, is the way to go. We've seen it today. The second we changed to 4-4-2, we just look natural. We look good. The extra man in midfield, you know, Di Maria dropped deeper. Mate, he's not an out-and-out striker. He's not the player to play that Robben-type role at the World Cup for the Netherlands. You know, you got to drop him back more centrally, more deeper for me. Wayne Rooney, yes, he's good in midfield, but you know, when he's down on confidence like he is at the minute, you got to put him back up top, his natural position. Can you imagine if they had a swap roles? For me, that would have been perfect. Drop Di Maria a little bit, but inject a bit of pace in the midfield. Rooney up top, you know, that would have worked wonders, but it is what it is. We get the 3 points, and now I think we're back into the FA Cup this week. So as it goes for man of the match, I'm going to have to say, I thought Daley Blind had a good game. I'm going to go with Daley Blind or De Gea. But another thing I want to quickly talk about is Ander Herrera. Why isn't he starting? I will never know. For me, he's the one that makes us tick in the midfield. I don't know if he's had a bust up with Louis van Gaal or whatnot, but it's such a shame that we're not seeing Ander Herrera. I want to see him start more often, especially in the middle of the park. I think he can do wonders for us. But anyways, lads, that's my review for United versus Queen's Park Rangers. Anyways, lads, I'm your boy, Curtis7. Take care, and peace.
What was your reaction when Welbeck left United?
We got Falcao!